In a normal browser chat, you type and receive text, then you copy, paste, and test it yourself by hand. Claude Code changes the rules of the game. It is an active assistant that enters your project, reads your files, proposes changes, applies them, executes commands, and moves forward on its own. It doesn't just answer you, it works. Are you interested? Do you want to learn it? Stay tuned because I'm going to show you. Today I'm here to teach you how to learn to use Claude Code from scratch. I know it's a tool that can be quite intimidating when you haven't used it, especially for those of us who have never touched code. I had never touched code before, and I tell you that today I don't know how to live without Claude Code. You don't even need to use prompts. You can speak to it in normal language, it understands you, and executes the task without fail. I mean, it's incredible. We're going to see how it works, as I said, from zero to expert. So stay tuned, because we're starting. Whether it gives us a mediocre result or a good result will depend on the information we give it. The more context we give it, the more information we provide, the more detailed it is, well, the better. Let's tell it, for example, make me a training plan. You see here, since the information we were giving it was very basic and we barely detailed anything at all, it's Claude directly asking us for more information to get started. It's really showing us how it needs specific context to provide the best possible results for our request. We could have given it the complete prompt, but well, if we can't do it directly here in the terminal with Claude Code, we can just indicate everything it's asking us now. Goal, right? Well, it asks us what our goal is. We go down with the arrow keys and hit enter. Level, what level we have, frequency, how many days we want to train. Now it tells us to check that the answers are appropriate. We tell it, and it's already laying out the entire training plan for us here. Super detailed. Here it says, do you want me to adjust the plan to a specific number of days, add progression weeks, or set it up as a downloadable PDF table? You could ask for it, and you can perfectly download it as a PDF. Do you want to add more information to it? Well, simply in completely normal language. As you have seen, you would ask it, for example, let's ask it something else. Apart from all this, okay? Now, we are going to tell the AI exactly what we need. I also want to start running. Since I have never run before in my life, I want you to schedule a comprehensive 12-week training program for me. The goal is to help me build up my endurance gradually, so that I can finally manage to run a full 5-kilometer race. As you can clearly see, this prompt is much more elaborate and specific than the previous one. By providing these extra details and setting clear parameters, we are giving the AI the necessary context to create a much more effective and personalized plan for our specific needs. If it's missing any information, it will also ask us for it. But anyway, let's see with a more detailed prompt like this one, what information it returns to us. Running plan. And here it indicates it to us. Warning signs to slow down, how to combine it with the strength plan. It's perfect. Would you like me to also put together a comprehensive guide on what you should be eating and how to properly hydrate in the days leading up to your big race? Additionally, I am looking for a clear, downloadable PDF table that outlines the entire running progression plan so I can easily track my progress. And here you would have the PDF that it has put together for us in a moment, because as you can see, it was in a moment. It answers us practically as if we were talking on WhatsApp. It answers us instantly. It gives us the table, well, so that really, just so we can always have it on hand and we can follow the scheduled training. I repeat all of this. Well, these are examples. You can ask it for absolutely anything. To give you a better idea of the other powerful capabilities this tool has, we are going to put it to the test with a specific request. We are going to ask it to generate a comprehensive Excel spreadsheet for us, incorporating all of this data we have been working with. The goal is to have a structured format where I can easily go in and start noting down my weekly progress as I move forward. It is really quite impressive how quickly it handles these tasks. Okay, look at that. It has already processed the request and created the entire file for us, ready to use. It has already created it for us. It has created 5 tabs. The first one is like a summary. The 12-week running plan, it lists session, date, session 1, and the date. If it was completed, what sensations. It made all of this up itself. I didn't tell it what it had to put. what sensations we had, the structure of the session we carried out. And that, well, continues for the following sessions. Then regarding strength, well, the same thing. What do we have for the first strength day? Well, day A, day B, and day C, right? Well, it indicates the exercise, the sets and repetitions, and here the weeks where we would have to put, well, the weight we used to see if we are progressing or not. Day B, well, exactly the same, but with different exercises, and day C, well, exactly the same. I repeat, all of this happens in just a single moment, and the best part is that I don't even have to tell the system what it needs to include or what it should leave out. It simply handles everything on its own. It is truly remarkable. Now let's go ahead and perform one final test to see how versatile it really is. Let's try giving it this specific prompt. Generate the exact same content for me, but instead of presenting it in a standard Excel format, I would like you to transform it into an interactive landing page or perhaps an interactive dashboard. Here it opens it for us directly. It has created this for us, which we can download a copy of or reset data, how many entries registered, how many running sessions. Well, look, here we can directly put pending or what day we did it and notes or feelings that we want to add, which would be the same as the Excel, but on a web page in an interactive dashboard that saves the information for you and marks it here for you. So it's like much more visual and, well, it's digitized. And I don't know. I think I've shown you quite a few things. I repeat, you can do many more. But, well, above all, lose your fear of cloud code. Well, that's it. That's the end of the cloud code tutorial. Now you know what it is, you know where it lives, you know how to talk to it, you know how it protects you and what concepts it handles. It's a window that, all things considered, I hope and wish no longer intimidates you. And that is pretty much it for today. I really hope that you understood everything clearly, and more importantly, that you find yourself using these tips as often as I do. Please make sure you try out many different things. Leave me a detailed note in the comments section about everything you have tried and whether it actually worked for you or not. But above all else, remember to experiment a lot and have fun with it. And, well, if you found this video useful and helpful, please consider hitting that subscribe button to stay updated. I hope you liked the video a lot, as always. See you in the next one. Bye.